Now that we know how to animate gunshots, we also want to be able to animate the impact of those gunshots when they hit their target. This tutorial is going to be somewhat similar to the last one, as they involve a lot of the same editing techniques. First, we're going to start off with some footage I took of a droid standing up and then after a period of time falling over. I can't stress enough how important it is to film every scene with the capabilities of your editing program in mind. Before you ever film a scene, you need to know exactly how you're going to edit it together to get the final result that you want. This requires that you have a clear idea of what you want your scene to look like after it's been completely edited, and a clear grasp of what your video editing program is capable of doing. With this scene, it's very easy. All we need is to have our droid fall over after it supposedly gets shot. There are a lot of instances, however, where the filming technique can be crucial to having your shot turn out how you want in the end. Even subtle placement of different objects can make the difference between a scene that looks good and one that could be a lot better. But I'll touch more on this in a later tutorial. So now that we have our footage, our first step is to make our incoming laser beam. In the first tutorial I described how to do this, and the technique is going to be the same for this one. Once you've animated your laser beam to follow the path that you want, the next step is to actually add in the impact effect. I personally use a spark shower video that I got in a royalty-free download. There are a whole bunch of resources like this available online. YouTube is a great place to look. If you decide to use this technique, the next part is simple. Just take your effect, key out the background, and make sure to place it in your timeline so that your effect is going off right as your laser beam will be striking your target. If for whatever reason you're opposed to downloading your effect off the internet, it's actually easy enough to make your own. One technique that I found works very well is making a starburst shape on a program like GIMP or Paint. You can make it up of blue and red lines all coming from a center point. Once you're finished making this shape, you can simply put it back in your video like you would any other effect. At this point, we're really done with the tutorial. Seems quick and easy, and it is. But these effects, blaster shots and blaster impacts, are going to be the backbone of any Star Wars related video. I find myself doing hundreds of them for each video that I make. So getting them to look good is important because your audience is going to be seeing a lot of them. And with that, we're done here. Make sure you leave in the comments any ideas for tutorials that you'd like to see me do. And tune in before long to catch my next tutorial.